Welcome to the Explainer. Okay, let's dive right into something we all kind of overlook, but that can completely transform how your content performs, and more importantly, who it actually reaches. We spend hours and hours obsessing over thumbnails and video editing, but often ignore the absolute most powerful tool sitting right in front of us, subtitles. Today, we're going to explore how focusing on accessibility through subtitling isn't just the right thing to do, but it's actually a massive engine for growth.
Here is our playbook for today. First, we'll look at the silent audience. Second, hacking the YouTube algorithm. Third, built-in subtitling tools. Fourth, advanced subtitling workflows. And finally, best practices for success.
All right, kicking things off with Section 1, the silent audience. So picture this. You might assume everyone is just glued to their screen, eagerly listening to your carefully crafted audio through expensive headphones. But you know, the reality of how people actually consume content today? It might genuinely shock you. Get a load of this. Over 80% of viewers are watching YouTube videos on mute at least occasionally. I mean, think about your own habits. Maybe they're on a crowded bus or, let's be real, secretly sneaking a quick video during a super boring Zoom meeting. If your content relies 100% on sound, you literally just lost a massive chunk of your potential audience the second your video pops into their mobile feed. And honestly, this brings us to the absolute core of what we're talking about today. It's not just about the convenience of stealth watching a video quietly. It is about crucial accessibility. Adding subtitles literally opens your content up to the deaf and hard of hearing communities, people who otherwise just couldn't engage with your message. Plus, think about non-native speakers who might struggle with spoken pace or heavy accents. Reading along changes the game for them. Subtitles make sure absolutely no one is excluded from the conversation. Moving right along to Section 2, hacking the YouTube algorithm. So YouTube's algorithm is insanely smart, right? But here's the catch. It can't actually watch a video like you and I do. It reads text. When you provide accurate subtitles, you're basically handing the algorithm a complete word-for-word transcript. It's like this hidden metadata cheat code. It feeds the search engine the exact context of your video, drastically improves your keyword relevance, helps you rank for those super specific long-tail queries, and just massively boosts your discoverability across the board. And hey, this directly impacts retention too. We all know those first 30 seconds of a video are absolutely make or break. If a viewer clicks your video on mute and there's no text, boom! They bounce. They're gone. Subtitles immediately catch the eye, they keep the viewer reading and hooked, which seriously reduces those early drop-off rates. Keeping viewers engaged early on sends a giant flashing signal to YouTube saying, hey, this content is high quality.
Let's jump into Section 3, built-in subtitling tools.
So how do we actually do this? Well, you've kind of got a choice to make depending on the time you have. YouTube's automatic captions, they are lightning fast and use speech recognition, which is cool. But they definitely struggle big time with background noise or heavy accents. On the flip side, we have manual subtitles. Yes, they take time. You literally have to sit down and type. But they guarantee that 100% accuracy, which is truly vital for actual accessibility. Auto captions are a great starting point, for sure, but manual entry or editing is what ensures total precision. The good news is, getting this set up is incredibly straightforward. You just hop right into your YouTube Studio dashboard, look over to the left menu, and hit Subtitles. Pick the video you want, click Add Language, and then just choose your method. Bam! Takes maybe 3 clicks. Now, a pro tip here. If you do decide to type manually, you really don't want to be constantly reaching back and forth for your mouse just to pause and play the video. It's a nightmare. Thankfully, YouTube has these awesome built-in keyboard shortcuts. Using Command or Windows plus the spacebar to play and pause, or those same keys plus the left and right arrows to jump back and forth a second. Once you get that muscle memory down, it seriously speeds up the whole data entry process. Time to level up with Section 4, Advanced Subtitling Workflows. Okay, if you are producing content at scale, you absolutely have to know about the SRT file. This thing is the absolute gold standard for subtitling. What it does is beautifully simple. It's a text file that contains a sequence number, the exact start and end timestamps down to the literal millisecond, and your actual text. It locks your words perfectly to your audio track. And the best part, you don't have to type it all yourself to get one of these files. You can leverage third-party tools to do the heavy lifting. There are services like Rev, which offer incredibly accurate automated or human-generated options. Otter.ai is fantastic. It creates transcriptions you can easily export directly as an SRT.
Or you could use something like Descript, which is wild, because it actually lets you edit your video just by editing the text, and it automatically spits out the subtitles while you do it.
So, once your chosen tool hands you that shiny new SRT file, bringing it into YouTube is an absolute breeze. Head right back to that same subtitles menu in Studio, select Upload File, make sure you choose the With Timing option, and just grab your SRT. That's it. You totally bypass the manual editor and let those precise timestamps do the entire job for you.
Almost done here. Let's wrap up with Section 5, Best Practices for Success.
Remember, the ultimate goal here is to make the viewing experience completely seamless. Please, whatever you do, don't just dump a giant, unreadable wall of text on the screen. Pace it out. Aim to display each line for about 1 to 5 seconds. And, this is absolutely crucial for accessibility, you need to provide context for non-speech sounds. Adding little tags, like bracket applause bracket or bracket thunder bracket, makes a world of difference for a deaf or hard-of-hearing viewer trying to fully immerse themselves in your content.
And here is where it gets really exciting. Once your native language subtitles are locked in, you have the exact foundation you need to go global. You take that perfectly timed SRT file, translate it, and suddenly you can add Spanish, French, or Hindi subtitles. Just like that, you instantly open your existing videos up to entirely new international demographics, and you didn't even have to record a single new piece of audio. Talk about a game changer.
So, I want to leave you with a slightly provocative question to chew on. Think about it. Who is missing out on your content right now? When we ignore subtitles, we aren't just saving production time, we are actively turning away viewers who desperately want to hear what we have to say but simply can't. If you prioritize accessibility, I promise you the growth will naturally follow. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you in the next one.